Hi friends, thanks for joining me. Tonight we're going to do a fun design, but it's going to be a little bit complicated because we're going to have a little SewWhatPro element thrown in there. And it's a little bit tedious, but it'll make this whole project go so much faster for you, especially if you are on a 4x4 machine. Okay, so we're going to go down to the design. Oh, we're on urbanthreads.com. Sorry, should have told you that. And we go into the design categories and go into specialty. And I just went ahead and acted like I knew, you guys knew what I was talking about. But what I'm talking about is freestanding embroidery. So last night I made a video on these beautiful earrings that I made. Let's see. So there's 3 different kind that you can get from here. There's these beautiful dragonfly wings. There's Madagascar moth wings. And then these pretty monarch wings. And then there's a lot of other freestanding embroidery jobs you can do. So right here is the monarch wings that we're going to do. And they are on sale right now at the time of this video, which is October 23rd, 2020. They're on sale for $1.49 and $1.99. So we're just going to go ahead and click on them. And so if you don't have an account already, go ahead and sign up for one. It's not difficult and it's totally free. And they also, in the design categories, there are free designs too. All right, so these are the monarch wings that I stitched out. I mean, these aren't the ones I stitched out, but these are the design that I stitched out. But I did them in pink. I did like pink and a light pink, and it turned out really pretty. But I wanted to do more of a tutorial after the high-speed video to kind of show you guys how to put them all together. And then we're going to also add the SewWhatPro tutorial in here. So go ahead and add this to your cart and check out, download it, don't transfer it over to your machine. Unless you don't have SewWhatPro, and then you can just skip way forward and skip to the part where we're sewing it out and putting it together, which will be closer to the end. It will not hurt my feelings if you do that. But for those of you that have SewWhatPro, we're going to make this really easy on ourselves. We're going to go in here, and what we're going to do is we're going to take all of the colors. So we're going to merge the 2 designs. It's going to come as 2 separate files. We're going to take those 2 separate files, we're going to merge them together on this canvas, and then we're going to take these colors and we're going to make them all next to each other so that whenever it's stitching out one side, it runs over and stitches out the other side instead of stitching out a whole design over here where you have to change out your 5 different colors of thread. It'll just jump over here and do this side, so you don't have to do that 10 times. You're only doing it 5 times still with these. Okay, so go through and that'll go on top of it. And I had to change some of the color threads so that they would stand out from each other. I'm just showing you the final result so that you'll see how much easier and nicer this is going to be. But we are going to start over from scratch. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and go to open. And I already have mine labeled and it's already ready to open. So just go ahead and find yours. Click on the first one. Then let's go ahead and move it over to where it just reaches this first little line in the grid. And then from here, we're going to go to File and Merge, and then choose the B, the other side. Okay, and this is important because whenever you put your earring like holder thing on, it's going to give you a direction for it to face. And so you want them to be directional so they look like pretty little wings. All right, so this is great, but if we did it just like this, the machine would it's not going to stitch out like that. It's going to stitch out here. Let me go unedit those. So we don't want it to edit the same colors. So it's going to stitch out this one, then it's going to come over here and stitch out this. It's going to do this whole side, so you're going to have to switch out your colors each time. Then it's going to come over here on this side and do that same thing, but you're going to have to switch out the colors. So we're going to do this really tedious. So in a class I recently took with Eve from the Baby's Booty, she was able to just click on them and move them. So if you can do that, You can also skip to the end, but that's not something I can do. So what I need to do though is I need to go in here and change the colors because they're so similar that I'm not going to be able to really tell the difference whenever I'm trying to order them. So let's go ahead and take these oranges. Let's go ahead and click edit same colors so it'll click on both of them. Oh, I don't want all of them because I don't want them all to print out at the same time. So undo that. So we're just going to take number 2 and number 7 orange and we're going to change those to yellow just so it's easy. Okay, and then we'll leave that. And you can use whatever colors you want. These are just the colors they came in. Okay, so we've got this orange is so close to pumpkin. Let's change it to, I used like this clay color last time, but this is amber red is pretty. So sorry, I forgot which one I was clicked on. Oh boy. Okay, so we've got 5 different, distinctly different colors. That will make it a whole lot easier whenever we're doing this, ordering the threads. I tried to do, like, change them all at once, and it just, it gave me craziness. So we're just going to do them one at a time, okay? And this just might be easier. Like I said, it's going to be tedious, but it's easier for, like, my brain to process one color at a time anyways, So we'll go here, we want to switch these two. We want to switch, make that number 6, and we'll let number 2 take its spot down there. We'll click OK. And don't worry about that. Okay, but we want to take 6 and 7 and move them up. So we're going to switch 6 and 3, and then 4 and 7. Okay, and then we're going to switch 7 and 4. Why did that not work? Oh, why? No, it worked. Sorry, it didn't feel like it did anything. So we want to take 7 and switch it with 4. 7. And switch it with number 4. Maybe I accidentally hit cancel. That is a possibility. Okay, so then after that, we want the big black part to print out because the rest of the parts, I'm sorry, I keep saying print, are to go on top of that black part. So we want the black part to sew out next. We need to switch 6 and 5. Go to order threads. 6 here. 5 here. Click OK. Okay, and then we need to switch 8 and 6. Edit, order tool, or order threads. So let 8 and 6. Okay, we're getting closer. So now we want to switch 9 and 8. Edit, order threads. Okay, so we have our pumpkin. It's going to sew out, and then this will sew out over it. We should probably switch these two so it stays over on this side and doesn't do the jump. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's switch 3 and 4. Like I said, it's tedious, but the end result will be worth it. Okay, So then it jumps over there. So the next part should be the dark on that side, okay? And then it'll jump over here and do the dark on this side. And then let's switch these two so that that one, after it's done doing the dark, it just does that red there. Edit, order threads, switch 8 and 7. Click OK. Okay, so it'll do the dark part, then it'll do the amber red, it'll jump over to the other side that already has the dark part, and then, good. So the next part on that, and then it'll jump over here to do the last part on that one. Perfect. So there we go. We have it all ready to go. I'm going to go up here to File, Save As, and I'm going to have it on my desktop and in the earrings. Sorry. Oh, I was already in there. Okay. Earrings. Merged. And thread ordered. Or whatever. Or ordered. Okay, let's choose Save. And then so when we get it over to the machine, we should have a really nice, easy time with this. So this is how we do it with SewWhatPro. If you don't have SewWhatPro, then it's going to print out one at a time. It takes about 30 minutes. It's five color changes in between each one, and you'll have 2 separate hoop changes. Just remember to switch the file after you print out the first one, delete that file, and then upload the second part, and then sew out that second part. Okay, so but if you do it like this, you're just going to have one hooping. It's going to do everything in the same hoop, and I don't know how long that takes. You're going to be on that learning journey with me. So I'm going to save this and get it over to my machine, and I'll be with you guys in a second. Okay, so I'm over at the machine. I have the design loaded. Well, I have it on my machine. Let's go ahead and upload it. So it's going to show you, it's going to have it says 10 different stitches, but it's going to jump over here to that one, and then you won't have to switch it out. All right, so it will be 10 different stitches, but only 5 different color changes. So this is what I'm using. Let's see if it's Ultra Solvy, made by Sulky, and it's water soluble stabilizer. You have to use some pretty hot water for it to solubilize as well, if that's the right word. It's not as dissolvable as the other stuff I've used in the past, but it's still really awesome. Okay, so I wanted to be able to show you that, and now I'm going to move you up to the machine. I've already got my colors loaded. I'm going to be doing special earrings for my friend who lost his son to a heart disease, or I'm not really 100% versed in all of it, but it's some kind of condition called trisomy 13, and their colors are green, yellow, and pink. So we're going to be doing the colors of that with the black and the white on our wings, our butterfly wings tonight. Okay, I'm going to move you forward. Okay, we are ready to stitch out the first 2 pieces, or well, first 2 parts. Okay, so in order to make them do the same thing, what we needed to do in SewWhatPro was when we had 2 greens, well, we didn't have 2 greens, when we had 2 pumpkins, like we did the 2 colors side by side, we should have joined those two colors together and turned them into one single stitch out. I didn't do that, so that's why it did the jump and then started the next one. You will get 5 color changes on your screen if you do that. Sorry I missed that, guys. So I had a little mishap and I didn't go far enough back in my, like, taking my stitch back. So I'm hoping that'll actually be cute and add character and the yellow will cover it up. So we'll see. I'm gonna switch out my colors and I'll be right back so we can stitch out that next part, okay? Real quick before we move on to the next part, I wanted to show you, this is the back side. Go ahead and take this opportunity to clip off any excess threads in the back. Sorry about my cat. He thinks he should still go outside even though it's really late at night. Okay, so make sure you do that so it doesn't get caught up in the other threads. Okay, and especially it doesn't get caught up in that top loop. Okay, so let's go ahead and start on that next part. It's just going to give us a little shading on the green. Okay, well that's kind of cool. It kind of did go up against, you can't see it, let's see. It did kind of go up against that line. So hopefully with every other thing that's going to come over it, it'll cover it up. Okay, let's get back to it. Okay, now we're going to switch the color over to black and I'll be right back. Okay guys, I'm really sorry if you could hear my husband snoring in the background. So my machine got stuck, like the bobbin part got stuck on here. So I went ahead and it pulled it out of this. So almost all the way to the bottom. So I went ahead and taped the top with clear tape, and then I took another piece, like a half piece, and put it across the back and taped that as well. Hopefully that will still hold it on and we can finish this project, because we've done so much work. I do not know what happened. That was craziness. So I'll be right back with you. Okay, so we're on to the pink part with our experimental backing. I hope that this keeps it all on. I've never tried this before. So here's to winging a prayer. didn't sound good again. What's going on? I'm leaving all of this stuff in here just in case this same stuff happens to you. Sometimes it does that a bunch when I don't clean the case, but I've been keeping the case pretty clean in there. I'll use a pink. Well, I'm actually going to use a red now because that's something, maybe it just doesn't like the not so full bobbin. Let's see. We're going to be switching it anyways here in a second. So it'll be red on the back, unfortunately. And that's annoying, but it is what it is. Okay, so far so good with the double stabilizers. I am gonna go ahead and change the thread and I'll be right back with you. Okay, so it's going to do that doinky 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 thing over here and it's going to pull it up, I'm afraid. So I'm going to hold it. You shouldn't have to do this if your machine didn't do what mine did. But I'm going to try to kind of hold it down once it gets started so that it doesn't pull it off of it. At least I hope. I hope I don't smash my thumb. Wish me luck. Okay guys, your good luck helped. Okay. Okay, so sorry about the abrupt end of that last part. My camera battery died. I finally got a new camera so I can make videos as long as I want, and then of course the battery dies. So here it is, it's done. It's the next day. My extra support looks like it did work. It didn't rip this guy out. So let's just go ahead and we can peel that one out. Let's focus. Here we go. It's very thick, so you want to be, you know, strong, but also go slow and be gentle. I like Sulky Solvy, like the regular kind. I mean, this is great for, like, it's definitely sturdier, but the other kind is, just peels off so easily. Like, it's water soluble, but you don't even have to put it in the water. You just peel it off. It's fantastic. So I'll take some time and peel that off later. But oh gosh, it's not even focused. Sorry. Okay, so here's one. We're going to go ahead and trim that. And I'll do all the trimming later before I give it to my friend. But, okay, and then this one, let's see. Oh, that one's going to be interesting. Gotta put my finger in there because I had the extra support in there in the back. And I only needed it for that last few ones, so it's like a pocket. There we go. Okay. Okay, so there's the back side of that one. And there's the front side. Like I said, I'll do all the trimming later. But here they are, front to front. So pretty. I wish I would have used a darker yellow, but I hope she still gets the hint that it's those three colors. Okay, and then from here, I'm going to get rid of that. And preferably you have needle nose pliers. I do not know what happened to mine, and I can't find another single pair in this whole house, of course. So I'm using my floral ones, and they're gross and ugly, but here, let me zoom you guys out a little bit. Okay. Okay, so okay, well, I'm trying to figure out how you guys can see what I'm going to be doing, and I hope you can. So if you have needle nose pliers, like I said, it's better, but floral wire cutters will work just as fine too. So you just want to open it, take that piece and get it open. And then we're going to take it and feed it through. I'm not going to do it on that one because that's the one that got messed up in the bobbin. So I'm going to have to take a couple minutes to get that one through. And this one still has the plastic in the middle, but that's okay. It's a little bit of a finagle, especially with this stopper thing here. It's really annoying. So it's directional, so you want to make sure that your front part shows in the front. Okay, so, and then once it's in there, you want to take your needle nose pliers. Hopefully you're not doing this with these. And you just want to take it and crimp it down back to that spot. I hope that makes sense. This is not working. It's not working in front of the camera for me because I have to be able to see it easier, and I can't really see it with this lug of a thing in front of my face. Someday I will master this whole filmmaking stuff, and then it'll be on. We'll have some amazing videos. Okay, I won't be bumping a camera all the time, or my phone. Okay, so here's one of the earrings. Looks really good. I'm going to trim all that stuff off, like I said, later, but you kind of get the idea of how to do that. So it's super simple. It does have a little bit of flexibility. I was thinking it would be pretty to do just like a nice dark piece of felt on the back, or even velvet or something, kind of cover up all this stuff, because it's pretty, but you can tell that it's the back. Thanks for hanging in there with me, guys. Okay, so as you can see, the back part, even once I pull the thing, the plastic out, it still looks like the back of something. So maybe put something, oh, that was, yeah, that is the back. Okay, this is the front. I was just about to say that I messed up, but yeah, putting something nice over the back I think would be good. And I might still do that. But that's how they are put together. And you can find this file on Urban Threads. I'll also put a link underneath in the description of this video so that you can find the file yourself as well. Remember when you download it that there are two files. There's file A and file B, and that's going to be one side and the other side. So if you don't do the SewWhatPro thing where you join them together, just remember that once you're done with this one, you need to switch it to the other file. Don't print out a second one of these. Don't sew out a second one of these, okay? All right, I hope that this was helpful for you guys. I really think they're beautiful, and I've been having a lot of fun making them. And this is the one that had the the line in it. Remember, I messed up and I didn't go back far enough whenever my thread got shredded. The black covered that spot really nicely, so you can't even tell that I made a mistake. And I like that. All right, thanks so much, you guys. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.